Hey, here's Marilyn again, and I believe this is my 8th day going off Effexor or Benglafexing. Um, Yesterday, from my video, you may have gathered that I was quite depressed. This morning, I actually even put a little bit more effort in my lighting so you can see me better and maybe hear me better. See that I still have a little bit of pinkish color in me, maybe because I took a shower, but let's leave it as that. Um, Day yesterday was, as I mentioned, quite sad with the withdrawal symptoms that I've been having from this Effexor. However, one good thing is that I was able to prepare. I made myself a chicken broth and nice salty chicken broth, and I was actually able to had it almost all of it, and it was fine on my stomach. My afternoon was pretty much in the dark before that. Um, so grateful to my oldest daughter because she's been taking care of my youngest, taking her to school, helping with homeworks and all that, and I'm finally gonna see her today. And and I think I'm not gonna stop hugging and kissing her because I miss her so much. Um, Interesting enough is that um, I was feeling this brain saps constantly, and I just wanted to. I don't have anything here that can actually describe as how they feel, other than maybe a piece of paper and something kind of crushing into it. It was like a little, and then it will be on this side, and then it will be on that side. And then by the end of the night, I was feeling that same thing all over my body. That's something really uncomfortable. My nightmares are a thing of another world. And then when I thought that I was okay, I went to bed and I was ready to, lay down. Um, my boyfriend came from work, so he was just getting ready for bed. I got inside of under the covers, and everything is very dark, and kind of felt that I was in this car that was going around, and it was so horrible. And the worst part is that I couldn't say anything. It's like my lips were totally sealed. And even though I was calling my mom, that I call her ma, and I was like trying to say ma, and I couldn't. And in my mind, I was going so freaking crazy about not being able to say anything. And I'm like, I never felt this scare of not being able to say what I wanted to say or yell what I wanted to yell. So, finally I got up, and I started screaming, and my boyfriend said, "Are you okay? I'm here, I'm here." And then after I calmed down and everything, I'm like, what was it? What did I say? He said, "Well, you were just kind of mumbling, but your lips were like this, so you couldn't say a word." It was like, and that's exactly how I was feeling right away. We started reading about, why. Obviously, all of this is part of the stupid, hellish symptoms of my withdrawal from this stupid drug. And it also was interesting that it said that I'm really trying people to know something, and I'm not saying it at all. I'm just kind of saying some things, but I'm not completely truthful about what I'm feeling. That's why I started these videos by myself, because as I actually go back into these, I can see my moods, I can see how I was feeling at that time, and I can even see, if I can identify any other symptoms that are maybe new to me, and I haven't caught up yet. Um, this week has been, well, let's say that since kind of October, has been kind of like difficult. Like I said, I have this little paper that you can see here in the bag, and pretty much I started my winning of the end of September, October. My son was having a little get together for Halloween here in the house, and um, a window cut up my finger, or my finger got in the window, and I have a fracture right here. Um, they see, it's a little crooked, I think. Um, they didn't say anything about the just that I had a fracture. I had to wait for a week for the X-rays, and finally they said that it was a fracture. They sent me to an orthopedic surgeon. And guess what? I had to cancel that appointment because it was the day after I had to go to the emergency room because of the withdrawal effects, um, from Effexor, in which I was dehydrated, I was bleeding from my nose, my mouth, and I wasn't able to eat or drink. Yesterday, finally, I was able to also drink a little bit of fluids, and obviously the chicken broth helped a lot to actually, that's what you see this morning. When after I need to actually go and make this appointment with my orthopedic surgeon, because it hurts, my finger hurts a lot, and but it's, like I said, it's nothing compared to, I prefer to have my finger broken in 3 pieces than to having this hellish brain zaps. And all of you that know what it is, you know that that's the truth. Um, in addition, last Friday I had mammogram, because way over 40, and I do my mammogram every year, uh, like a clock, and they call me back for new images. Um, I received this letter from the place saying that my recent exam showed a possible abnormality that requires further follow-up and new x-rays and new images of my boobies. And so I'm going back there on November 28th, right after Thanksgiving. It's better that way. Um, just going positive at the same time, this is something that happened in the past, and I had some issues. If they come back again, well, at least it's me now, and it's not Miss Marilyn Effexor working behind it. This is me feeling, this is me handling. So I'll let you know what happens with that. I'm gonna be making another video, and I hope you enjoy it after this one later on, regarding the significance of this day to me, November 17, 2017. And as I always say, something different every day. Well, this is me hatching. Um, I feel like I'm in a freaking dinosaur egg inside of that shell, and I'm kind of going little by little, making holes in it. I think that maybe have an arm and a leg out, and I'll keep going. And what can I say? Wish me luck.